Number 64, East Coast sensation, Johnny Montoya, going 6th overall last week, buddy, in the sand. That was absolutely unbelievable. You must have just been fired up, fella.
Oh, we had a good start, and both motos, and just put 2 motos together, and it was good for, it just felt really good to kind of put my bike up there, and it deserved to be up there. I trained really hard this spring, and I had bad motos in Moncton and bad motos in Barrie, so I just kind of calmed down a little bit, and we figured out we were trying too hard, so we just kind of backed it down a notch and put some good motos in.
Okay, fabulous. Let's get this Trans-Can underway. First 125 moto of the afternoon. It will be brought to you by MX Performance Magazine, the #1 motocross magazine in Canada. 30 board goes to 5. Jeremy Lee getting ready to twist her sideways with the Royal Distributing Whole Shot Cam. Coming to that first corner, Brian, who's going to shot?
Looks like McGordy has a really nice jump. Couple quackers in there for sure. Man down on the inside. Hey, none other than Johnny Montes, the man you interviewed, Travers. Huge hole shot for him. And Tyler Medaglia in second place. Riders down all over. Medaglia coming off a broken back. He was a big star last year when he won his qualifier, beating Filade. Look at him go out there. Only 16 years of age, so good things for Medaglia.
Number 64, Johnny Montes with the Royal Distributing Whole Shot. That is number 248. McGordy now in second place as he goes by Medaglia in that straightaway. There was a rider down, Brian. It looked like blue. It might be Dahan. If that is the case, his championship hopes are dashed.
Look at Medaglia fighting McGordy. McGordy just ripping out there, but Medaglia's having a look. His head up. This section here really slows the riders down, bunches the pack up a bit. Now McGordy, this big, never-ending bowl turn here, down into a bit of a G out there. There's some ruts there, so the riders really got to watch their lines. And the step up, beautiful. The face, nice and smooth. Here's a replay, Travis, you're right. In midair, and there is Dougie D, gets caught up with Gavin Gregoire there. Gregoire looked like he cut over off the jump. Dahan goes down hard, so that's playing right into Graysick's favor. We got to keep our eyes out, though, Mark, on the whereabouts of Graysick.
Look at that. Donnie McGordy on the inside takes care of Johnny Montes, is now in the lead. Brian, I'm super impressed with Montes, number 64. Back-to-back weekends where he's up in the top lead pack. I love the way he's riding.
Absolutely. There's a good shot at 250. Justin Keeney, he was a star here during amateur week. Ripped it up, won a bunch of motos, and it just shows there's 36 Gregoire. Look at the great start Gregoire got. So you know Dahan would have been up there in the mix. Holman's making quick work of Gregoire, number 16 on the big blue Yami. And you see the physical size of Holman's, a big man on the bike.
Riding with a lot of confidence after last week's podium exhibition in the stand. Holman's has won here before, Brian. He secured his championship in 2001. There's Graysick coming through now.
Good eye, Travis. That puts Graysick just inside the top 10. To keep an eye on him. Kinney now into second place. That makes a Cowie 1-2-3 with Montes there in third. Good start for the Green Boys here in the Trans-Can.
Number 16, Simon Holman's now working his way up in fourth place up on Johnny Montes. Again, a great start for that Cowie riders. We work our way back. Number 36, Gregoire. The battle for 6th place, Iron Mike Treadwell, Tyler Medaglia, and number 573, Gavin Graysick.
Things are heating up big time. Iron Mike holding his line. He's riding extremely fast. Look at Medaglia on the outside. A gear high. Look at the gap he's pulled on those guys. Man, either his bike is lightning quick or he just had a perfect setup line there. There's Holman's by Montes. Johnny back to 4th place.
You're right, Brian. In this section, you see the way those ruts are developing in those corners. You got to get in and rail as we see McGordy going around to the natural double.
You got to get in and get out. That's the story here. You got to pick one rut and go with it. Thing is, they get pretty deep as the day wears on, so guys are going to be hunting all over for the good lines and the good rut. You can see Gregoire there kind of popping out of it, regrouping. You can see the riders get light and G out. Such a fun part of the track. A great feeling for the riders. Again, this is coming back out of the roller coaster section, up and down. A great feeling for the riders here as they pin it down the chute up to that technical Walton wall there. We'll see a little bit of that later, I hope.
Montes falling back a bit as Graysick moves up a couple positions. Back to number 7, Dougie D. Just having a horrible time.
Big rear ender for Hayden there. Puts him down. Just screws your mojo right up. It's so hard to get your flow after dumb incidents like that.
That was the battle for 14, so tough start for Dahan. Back to number 573, Graysick up on Holman's. Holman's a big man on the motorcycle, pushing Graysick into that corner, getting into those ruts. So look at the style of that ride.
Graysick paddling along with the fuel tap there. Great signs of tenacity from Grayson. Hoffman's, though, physically stronger. Look at the move up. Grayson's looking all over. They are neck and neck. Lines are starting to form inside and out. The guys have to really hunt for the smooth way around here. And remember, this is only the first moto of the day. It's going to get gnarly. We're going to go trackside now with Ryan.
All right, Dave. Donnie is doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He's out front. His championship looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, for sure. We're still a little nervous. There's a little bit more to the moto left, but our Richmond Kawasaki Pro Circuit bike got a really good jump, and the Dunlop tires worked awesome out here. So Donnie's been training really hard from the collarbone break, so we're just stoked to be here.
Cool, Dave. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
Our boy Notorious G trackside as we get back to number 36. Gregoire, look at this. Randy Valade on the outside, rail on the berm, taking care of business, moves into 8th, Brian.
Valade's wrist feeling better every weekend. He's riding this track so well. You can see Grayson in P3 getting the white flag as his teammate McGordy way out in front tracks. He's really stretched it out.
Number 248, Donnie McGordy, wanted to win in this moto, Brian, to solidify his championship hopes. Looking good right now in his final approach.
Yeah, and his teammate Grayson's looking really good with the Hans problems. So things really playing into the Richmond team's hand right here. First 125 moto. Well, there's your boy McGordy with a great win.
Grayson in 3rd place at the moment, but look at this. This is the battle for 4th. Oh, Lust triples into that left-hander. Holman's on the inside through the right. Lust will not have enough time. Holman's in 4th place. To the Lee family farm in the 2004 Walton Transcan. Good shot at number 37, Blair Morgan, who is back on the gas, Brian. 250 riders are on the line. This first 250 motor will be brought to you by Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Oh, I just love this time of day. Just getting all those butterflies, just getting all fired up, fella.
Speaking of Morgan, he's won here in the past, so he knows how to go fast on this track. There's Dougie D. We'll see if he can work some of the demons out from his first 125 moto. This is a dismal time of it. As the gate is down, Travers, Royal Distributing, whole shot. Looks like a team of Suzuki's. There's Mitch Cook, number 58. Diablo 450 with the whole shot.
Number 5, Evan Lawford on the Richmond Kawasaki. Nicely in 2nd. Craig Decker finally with a great start. And how about number 2, Damon Huffman, looking good in 3rd place.
Real good. Dowdy's in there.
Whoa.
And there's Darcy Lynch, number 4. Big story of the weekend as well. Darcy been out almost. See those ruts cross-threaded. Mike Caden with another good start. He's ranked the top 10. You can see Klatt and Waugh both way back.
Great start for number 3, Craig Decker. Brian, he's been talking about his starts. He finally gets one. But what I like to see is Huffman. He's got some clear air out now. He can battle for the lead.
Huffy on the outside. This berm really leads to nowhere. Leads to a hay bale. But he makes the pass work. Unbelievable tenacity from Huffman. And you can see Decker frustrated on the outside. Loses another spot to Dowd. Decker frustrated with this track. He doesn't like the technical aspect of these long ruts. They really separate the riders, and you gotta love the ruts. Chuck Besley with a bit of a problem. Johnny Balducci pushing that kid team off the track, Travs, not a good sign.
John Sebastian Waugh finally up into that lead pack as he battles Decker for 5th. Goes outside, crosses over to inside on the revamped Sugar Bowl section.
A man that loves the ruts. John Sebastian Waugh loves this track, his favorite track in the country. He's got the ability to get into those ruts, look to the end, and keep the gas on. So a real special rider to love this track because it's hard work out there. One of the toughest, most technical, demanding circuits we come to.
Look at the elevation changes too, Brian. That's another one of the things that I like about this track. You're going up, you're going down. Off camber turns. Triples over the tunnel jump, Brian. Is he ahead of them? Oh, he loses the front end.
Oh, he can see he was outside of the rut in the seemingly good traction, but too hot. Came in on the outside and down. What a wonderful attempt, though, for Waugh. You could see him skying out there like an eagle. Came in hard, so now we're going to have to watch him again as the battle for 2nd rages on between Lothridge and Huff Daddy.
Oh, look at on the gas on the inside. Number 2, Damon Huffman. Brian Evan Lothridge, number 5 in the Richmond Racing Squad, has been outstanding in the 2nd half of the season. Look at how wide the track is here. Lots of options coming in. Huffman swings by, and he gets by Lothridge. Shouty coming coming up the back end.
Dowdy actually had that outside line as well, so we'll see if he can work that on Lockridge next lap. Dowdy there doing a little fancy footwork. This is the long wall right here. You can't really see it, but it's about 7 feet straight up. So the riders have to come down this off-camber straightaway as well into that off-camber right. They added a jump right in the corner, which makes it really interesting for 04.
Blackfoot's number 2, Damon Huffman, charging for the lead. Number 58, Mitch Cook with a great square up, side by side over the step up right. Looks like Huffman has what it takes to get into first place.
Amazing block pass for Huffman there to take over the lead. I like Cook though, he's having the ride of his life leading the first half here at Walton. The dark horse, the Canadian Motocross, making good traps. And there's Decker, just slips by Lockridge, puts him into third place.
I saw John Sebastian Waugh moving up into the pack as we get back to the battle for 12. Number 8, Iron Mike Treadwell, and number 17, Marco Dubé, battling it out in a pair of 4-bangers.
Dubé's feet off the pegs there as those ruts get deeper in the valley there. That's kind of where the water congregates. So you get these ruts down into the valley, so the riders really got to make sure their feet don't get tore off the pegs. That's just what happened to Dubé there.
We just saw Waugh slip by Decker. He must be just furious after that slide out. He's into third place, Brian. Back to number 12, Colton Fasciati. He slips by Dubé in one of those gravity cavity sections.
Great ride for Fasciati. Dubé looks visibly in pain, which he is. You can really tell by his body English on the bike. He's not in that crouch position. Waugh, on the other hand, he's all about the crouch, all about attack mode. Here he is working the outside, working the lines on Mitch Cook. Pretty much a drag race here, but the track goes down to the right and then up to the left. Waugh perfectly set up on the inside. Textbook pass right there for JSR.
You saw Waugh's line on the outside was a little smoother coming down into that valley, Brian. It is all about being smooth around this track. You find your line, you got to be smooth and stay with it.
Absolutely. And Waugh, we knows how to hunt around and look for the good line as he's racing. He's always checking things out. And I think that's what really makes a champion. Guy that's not afraid to try something new.
Look at number 3, Craig Decker with some very aggressive riding. He dives inside through that running left-hander, Brian, and takes Mitch Cook for third place. That's the Craig Decker we're used to seeing out here.
Finding some good outside lines on this track. Damon Huffman way out in front. He's yet to win a moto this year. His mechanic is stoked. Again, seeing Hoffman go around those ruts to the nice virgin soil. So the boys really getting creative. Mitch Cook has dropped back. Cook is back to 6th place behind Dowd. So a bit of a problem for him in the back section, Travers, as his moto starts to wind down.
Keith Johnson and Brad Hegseth also in the mix. Back to our leader, number 2, Damon Huffman. Waugh has caught up to him, Brian. Let's see the lines. He does not triple in, Brian. Does not triple in.
Maybe saving that one for the last lap. He's in the attack mode. There's only a couple laps left to go. And we know how well Huffman rides this track. Trevs, remember last year, went down in both starts and worked his way right back to the podium.
There were lappers in the way there too, Brian. You're right. He has to make the right move in order to get by Huffman because Damon Huffman is the strongest to get out here. Oh my, did you see that little bubble from Huffman? Waugh goes outside to inside and takes the lead.
These guys take it totally opposite sides of the track, but you can see both of them trying to get in between the ruts, looking for some salvation, some smooth soil, illustrating how difficult those ruts are. There's Huffy in second, Travers. Looks like he's got that secure.
A few lappers out on the track as we get back to number 3. That's Craig Decker sitting comfortably in third place. John Sebastian Waugh has gone down, Brian. He is in third place. Huffman is now in the lead.
Oh, Waugh visibly flustered there, making a couple balls. I don't know if he stalled or crashed in the back section, but that puts Huffman back in first place. Now look at the champ stalking Decker. This is for second. What a turn of events, John Sebastian. Is that 3 crashes for Waugh in this race?
That's 2 crashes for him, Brian, and a lot of making up to do as he gets back up on Decker. Let's see the line choices that come into that little off-camber section. Decker on the inside, Waugh goes outside. Brian, I can't see Decker. He must have gone down.
There he is. Maybe he stalled it, or maybe that deep rut clipped the shift lever, forced him into neutral. Who knows? But the deep rut playing havoc with Decker right now. Nice shot at Dowdy, all alone in third, and you can see those acceleration bumps coming out of the corner. So braking bumps and acceleration bumps for these riders to contend with.
You saw number 3, Craig Decker, going over the finish line, getting his last lap flag in 4th place as we get back to our leader, number 2, Blackfoot's Damon Huffman, getting ready to take his first checkered flag of the season. The legs are out, Brian, and he is pumped.
Great moto, freestyle, struggles to 8.
Winner of the first 250 moto, number 2, Damon Huffman. That's your first win of the season, brother. You got to be stoked.
I am. I'm really happy to finally get this moto win. I've been working hard and riding hard, and the Blackwood Honda's been working awesome, but I've just had kind of bad starts and charging from behind, but it's awesome. You know, I had a great start and just rode smooth and consistent the whole time.
This freestyle moment brought to you by Brass Knuckle Therapy. This one's for you, Solly.
The crowd is overflow. A stage of lights are bright. The scene is dynamite. The scene is dynamite. Yeah. The band is on the stage. They really rock and roll. The singer plays the fans. The girls are lose control. I says, car God. I says, car God. God. Well, a boy put out their hands. Just of your kind of shoes. Reflect away the feel. Here's some of the news. Says, God. I says, God. Well, I says, God. Girls lying. Go you girl. Yeah. Hey.
The boys are on the line. This 125 will be brought to you by Morgan Racing International. It's a great time of day, Brian. Tons of people at this track. Just an awesome day. The weather's been spectacular. You couldn't ask for a better situation here as Jeremy Lee goes to 30. We get back to the Royal Distributing Helicam. Look at the beautiful shot there, fella.
Yeah, great overview. It's only a matter of moments here before the gate's going to drop. You know that this is the 5th different start configuration as well, so always experimenting, looking for new things. Look at the wheelie for Keeney. I gotta love that down the chute. But Gavin Grayson picks up the pieces and gets the Royal Distributing hold shot. Great for him. He's in that battle with the Honda now for 2nd overall in the West.
The Helicam gives you a great idea of the start, Brian, how big those turns and those long sweeping straightaways.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl there has been pushed in for this year. They added a jump. Really makes it fun for the riders to sweep into that left. But here we go from the back of the pack. We've got Josh Snyder and John Penrod having their difficulties right out of the gate. But here on the tractor tire, look at the bottleneck, the jam. There's Lusk, there's Gregoire, and Dougie DeHaan laying down under his bike with Casey Clark placed right into Graysick's hand. I think it's a done deal now. Dougie D has got his work cut out for him. You got to keep an eye on him.
The battle now is for 3rd place, number 458 in the Suzuki. That's Ryan McClellan with 248. McGordy hot in his heels. There we go, Brian. There's the step up from the Royal Distributing Helicam.
You can really see the distance there and how high it is. It's a huge face going up there, and you can see how big that corner is. And even here, that little step up the riders are taking, they're covering a lot of distance as they break hard. I like Ryan McClellan's line there on the outside in 3rd place, using all the track. I like that line. Now here's that jump that Wall made, that fabulous pass. The first moto tripled that. A lot of the guys doubling, but a great spot to make a sneaky pass there if you can triple.
573, Grayson in the lead. Kinney in 2nd place, getting back to the battle for 3rd, 248. McGordy is slipped by McLennan for 3rd as the boys funnel up to the Walton wall.
You can really see the speed down that chute. Couple Southwestern Ontario boys in the top 10. Keep your eye on them. Grayson way out in front doing what he's got to do to secure 2nd in the championship. You can see the gap in real time between him and Kinney. Looks like some fair real estate back to McGordy.
Number 25, Pierce Chamberlain with the best start of his season is in 4th place as he gets by McClellan. Simon Holman's working up on the inside as McClellan swings wide, puts Holman's into 5th, and number 65, Justin Thompson with a great start.
Awesome little battle shaping up behind our leaders. Kinney keeping Grayson on his traps. Looks like he's reeling him in a little.
Another hot young American kid that comes up here. Think about him, Brian Pastrana, Way, Hamblin, Woods, they're all making it happen on the Walton track. Pico! And number Number 16, Simon Hoffman's battling it out. This is Pierce Chamberlain, Brian. There he is, number 25. A great ride for him today.
You can see the intensity from both of these riders. They know what's at stake, both pushing hard. We haven't seen much from Pico on that machine racing. 250F Yamaha, they've struggled all year. Pico's ankle's been taped every moto. He tweaked it at Barry, but Hoffman's getting the measure right here.
And he finished third last year in the 125 East, Brian. You know he has the speed. Oh, the natural double Brian with the people in the background. What a great shot.
Absolutely. Doug DeHaan now working up on Mike Island. This is for 14th. So poor Dougie D. Too little, too late. And Justin Keeney, a bonsai move on Grayson. He hits the outside berm. You know, I've seen Kinney doing that all weekend and getting the inside. So we've got to keep our eyes abreast of this battle. Look at the intensity between these riders, Travers, for first place.
Oh,
look at that funky English on Kinney through there as they find the smooth way around, avoiding those runs.
What an awesome battle for the leaders. We have a pair of Kawasaki's, making 3 Kawasaki's with number 248, Donnie McGordy, rounding out the top 3.
Up close and personal with McGordy. He looks like he'll be our champ. McKinney with a heads-up move up the inside. What a sweet pass by Justin Kinney for first place. Unreal, that 16-year-old rider showing what he's made of, Travis.
Number 105, Shane Lesko's inside on 65, Justin Thompson for 6th place with the look back. A great ride today for Thompson as we are going to go check side with Notorious G and Big Ed Gatna.
All right, Big Eddie. Gavin's on the gas right now, sitting second. Dougie D goes down the first turn. Looks like Richmond's going to go 1-2 this year.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, Doug, but that's just part of racing.
I think he's going to take this kid down or what?
I don't know. It'd be good to get all 4 overalls for the year, but it's another Cowie, so I don't think he'll be taking anybody down.
Right on. Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks.
A team player, a team green player, Big Ed Gardner's. We get back to the battle for the lead. Number 250, Justin Kinney. He has the lead right now. Grayson on the outside with the square up. Side by side up the step up. Oh, with the check up. Brian, want to talk about some great racing.
It's not over yet. Kinney looks over. Grayson holds on to second for now. Oh. They're in different ruts. They are racing. Grayson tips his head down for the roost. McGordy now all alone in third on the step down.
McGordy getting his last lap flag. Oh, as Les clicks by in 4th place. This is the last lap, Brian. The battle for the lead is intense as we see Kinney with his legs all over the place trying to keep him from those runs. Grayson hot in his heels. Let's see the lines coming into the step up.
Grayson's been following. There he goes for the block pass. Kinney almost falls down. Kinney almost falls down. The move right there. Kinney still has the drive to make the step up. Unbelievable. Looks like Grayson has it in hand with a brilliant last lap pass. Travers, this is what it's all about.
Grayson showing his experience, Brian. Waited for that precise moment to make that pass. I bet you he had that corner dialed in his head. As we get back, Kinney is not giving up, Brian, on the inside. Getting ready for the tunnel jump. Oh my, Kinney's tripling in. Does he have the lead? Yes, he does on the inside of that run.
That is going to be the pass of the year for the win. Justin Kinney makes the inside, wins the moto. Awesome racing.
All right, here we are with Justin Kinney. Justin, an awesome ride out there. First place, you put on an awesome last lap pass. Detail it for me there.
Yeah, thanks. I got a 2nd place start. Gavin was in front of me. Kept his pace the whole race. He made a little bobble. So I went by him. Then he blocked past me in the corner before the step up. I was like, man, I'm going to have one shot at this. So jumped that step down, slammed on the brakes, made the inside. It was an awesome race.
Local boy, number 7 on the Blair Morgan Yamaha. One and only Southwestern Ontario's Doug DeHaan. Give it up for the local boy.
I'd just like to thank Blair Morgan Racing Yamaha. The bike worked awesome. I mean, they've been a great team all year long, and the rest of my sponsors, Fox, Oakley, and my mechanic Ted, everyone worked really hard this year. And
all right, give it up for Doug DeHaan. He's going to sit tight right here. 573 on the Richmond Kawasaki.
couldn't say enough for the team. My bike ran great this whole series, today especially, and to all these fans, all the riders this series, everybody hopefully stayed safe, and thank the good Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe.
Well, let's hear it.
want to come up here and have fun, and you know, you fans and you know the promoters, everybody makes it fun. You know, the team worked really hard. I want to thank my dad; he's been behind me forever. And my mechanic Dave, and all these guys out here for cheering us on.
Pair of Kawasaki's going 1-2 with Dougie DeHaan on the blue Yamaha. Third place in your 125
He's hoping for a top 10. He's only been on the motorcycle for a couple weeks.
The 30 board is up, Brian, and the 250 boys are on the line. Good shot of Robbie McCulloch with a thumbs up. The riders do their final preparations before this moto. 30-5. This is it, Brian. Bluebird Skies, a great day of racing. Here we go with the Royal Distributing hole shot cam. Coming to that first motor, who's going to get the shot?
Wow, a bunch of guys had good jumps, but Huffman had the best one of all. Dubé with seemingly the hole shot slides out, hands it over to Huffman. So Huffman, a Royal Distributing hole shot winner. Look at that, Mitch Cook. Looks like Dowdy right in there too, Travis.
Hansen with a great start. Dubé, you talked about him. Evan Lawford's the Bulldog, always on the gas. Johnson's in there. Darcy Lange with a good start.
He's got Cladnois all over him. So Darcy Lange has his mitch full early. Huffman in control right now. These two went at it pretty good the first moto. Great starts for Mitch Cook. Man, oh man, he is no fluke.
Remember back to last year, Damon Huffman had 2 bad starts, so he's got to like where he is early right now with Hagseth on the outside, taking care of the Bulldog, getting choppy coming to that corner.
Oh, great move by Hagseth, but Lawford makes that outside run work for him. Seems like that outside run's creating a lot of passing opportunities. Doesn't seem like the fast way around, but I guess you can set up and you can block the corner from the guy on the outside there. So lots of strategies here on these right and left chicanes.
This is the 4th moto of the day on the track, and you're right, it's getting real choppy, super technical. We'll have to keep our eyes on the lines as we get back to number 2, Damon Huffman, with a nice lead up front. Look at how deep that run is in that corner, Brian. Dowdy in 2nd place.
The Kawasaki and Lawford opts for that line Watt slid out on, staying out of the run. Scott USA locked off can, shows the boy scrubbing speed off there with the body English.
Back to our leader, number 2, Damon Huffman through the Woodside straightaway, off the walls. We get back to number 5, Lawford's working up on 58, Mitch Cook.
Yeah, Dowdy got by Mitch Cook in the back section, puts him in 2nd. Really impressed with Brad Hagseth, the way he can ride this track. He's on that 450 Yami, which is a big bike, lots of power, and Hagseth harnesses it well. He rides his track awesome, so we'll keep our eyes on number 33. But here for first place, John Dowd takes the measure of Huffman on the inside. Huffman takes the outside, but Dowdy hangs on. The Junkyard Dog leading here at Walton. First time all weekend we've seen him up front, Trav.
Huffman with that problem in that sweeper run, Brian. He kind of bounced out of it. Dowdy was on the inside. He was able to take advantage of it with that inside line. Let's watch these two, Brian. They've been going at it hard the last 3 or 4 rounds.
A pair of top-shelf U.S. riders leading the way. This is the battle for 5th. Hagseth looks poised on the inside with Waugh up the middle. Zigging and zagging they go. Look at the options here. Pick one of 5 lines. I like Hagseth missed all the bumps, but it cost him a position. Looking for the smooth line. Waugh now catches a new rut. Didn't look too deep there in the middle. He's eyeballing Dubé right now, though, Travs. 4th, 5th position. Things are heating up.
Number 12, Colton Bastiani for the Richmond Racing Kawasaki team had gone down. He's in last place. He's got a lot of ground to make up as we get back to the Woodside straightaway. Dowdy in 1st place. Huffman in 2nd place. Mitch Cook in 3rd. The Bulldog and John Sebastian Waugh.
I tell you what, there's no time to get bored on this track. There's so much coming at you. A little bit of everything as Waugh hops through one of those gnarly, nasty, rutted up corners. Decker with a terrible start, working up on Holman. That battle is for 12th place, Trav.
You better believe it, Brian, with Waugh coming up on the Bulldog. Oh, to that triple he had on the inside line. There's the pass. We saw Kinney in the last moto. We saw Waugh in the first moto. Taking care of business.
Waugh with his inside foot off the peg, styling for the many fans there at the big drop away. Dowdy out front now. Huffman 2nd. Cook and Waugh, the danger man. He can swing wide. He can take the inside. Doesn't much matter to him. He's just playing fast. We can see the gap in real time. Look at the battle for 2nd now. 3-pack of Hondas to this big high-speed drop. Boy, the things get light there.
That straightaway, Brian, is so wide, but you got to get yourself into the inside to get around that corner real quick. But look at the options coming into that right-hander.
Waugh's got that Hagseth place where he can just hang it out. See the difference of picking a rut or getting in between them where you can hang it out. See in that rut, Waugh so way easier for the rider to pick a smooth outside line.
Mitch Cook on the inside gets by Huffman. Brian, he's now in second place. Unbelievable ride for Mitch Cook. Waugh goes on the outside of Huffman as he has a problem. Waugh into third place. Mitch Cook in second. Waugh on the inside, getting ready for the tunnel jump. There comes the triple, Brian. Oh my goodness, he makes it stick. He's on the inside and in second place. What a move.
What a huge pass for Waugh. Taking care of business out there. 3 Hondas behind Dowdy. Dowdy's got a nice little cushion though for now, Travis.
He certainly does. There's Waugh in second place. Cook and then Huffman. Tell you what, Brian, he's got the championship wrapped up and he's still making passes like that. Doing it for the people. Here's his first pass on the Bulldog.
Yes, there it is. Same place as Kinney. Look at the height. And he takes it right there on the landing. On the brakes, able to get on the inside. That was close. Lockridge had to work the brakes there to not hit the champ. Here it is again. Lining up Cook. Way up and over his head. Style lands beautifully. Again, to the inside row. Cook saw him coming. The shadow was all over him. Cook got on the brakes. The writing was on the wall. For Mitch Cook there as the champ. Doing it all right in second place.
Soaring like an eagle over that triple, Brian. Just looks fantastic as we get back to a battle between number 16 Simon Holmans and number 4 Darcy Lange just outside the top 10. Okay, here we go. The battle for the lead. Number 32 John Dowd with John Sebastian Waugh in his heels. Let's check the lines in here, Brian. This is a special part of the track.
Yeah, I love the changes here. Waugh usually goes inside there. Outside, look how much further he jumps him down. He is very aggressive now. They both take that inside line. Waugh a little bit more inside. Waugh wants to drift wide, but he can't because Dowdy's in his line. But look at that Blackfoot Honda. Has the measure of Dowd, puts him into first place. Man, oh man, drag race down that long straight. Waugh comes out on top.
Through the orthoflex left-hander, look at this, number 11, Dusty Clad, having his problems today, Brian.
His bike's been sputtering the whole race. I say get him pulled off the track before his bike hacks on one of those jumps. Sounds like he's got a broken reed in there, so mechanical problems have been plaguing all the manufacturers this year as the battle for third rages on. Huffman in the attack mode right now. Things are getting interesting amongst these Honda riders, not teammates, mind you.
A freight train around the back end of the trees. It's a right-hander, heavily rutted up with Dowdy in second place. We've got a lapper, then Mitch Cook. I do not see Huffman, Brian. I think Huffman's gone down.
Unbelievable luck for Cook. If Cook can podium here today, him and his sponsors will be just stoked. And right now, he's in a position. There's our man. He's got problems with his helmet, goggles. He must have had a crash, I don't know. But Huffman definitely with some issues in this moto.
Number 58, Mitch Cook getting his last lap flag in third place. A bright star in this 250 East campaign with John Dowd just taking care of business through Mechanics Row in second.
Just shredding that berm on the last lap, showing how fast these guys are going. The lap times are so consistent on the last lap to the first lap. These guys are in shape and pushing hard. John Sebastian Waugh, he didn't even have to suit up today. He clinched the championship. Not his style. Going for broke for the fans, doing it for the kids. JSR, 4 times the champion. Mitch Cook, what a ride, man. You were the dark horse coming in. You showed your stuff right from the get-go, and Barry, you finally made the podium. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is awesome. I'm so happy to be up here. I worked my butt off all year just for these 4 East Coast Nationals, and the main goal was podium. I didn't know if I could do it, but here I am. So
32 on the OTSFF Suzuki Factory Connection. John Dowd. Yeah, damn right. John, an awesome year, a great addition to the series having you up here, man. When I heard your name, I was so excited. I've watched you a long time. How'd you like it, man? Did you have fun up here this year?
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of fun. I'm hoping to come back next year for sure. It's tough when you're going as fast as you can and you see someone catching you. You know, there's almost nothing you can do, but I was just trying to keep going as good as I could, you know. But JSR's riding good, man. That's why he's the champ, you know. That's why he's got the #1 place. So congratulations to him, and I mean, he's just good. He's riding good.
This is his second year racing in Canada, man, and I hope he comes back again because he's a great racer. He makes great TV, and he makes great racing for everybody out there. Mr. Damon Huffman, number 2. Give it up.
Blackfoot Honda guys, once again, you know, had me on the best equipment, and the bikes were awesome all year and had a lot of fun. And Jason Mitchell and Joe Skid and the truck driver and everyone else over there, they really worked hard and put together a great team. And especially my mechanic, Ray Johnson, you know, he did an awesome job all season. And, you know, it's always fun winning races and, you know, getting cheered on by everyone. And it's a lot of fun up here in Canada.
Damn right. I'll tell you what, you've got a lot of new people up here. So give it up for number 2 plate holder this year, Damon Huffman of the Blackfoot team.
On behalf of CMRC, I would like to present for the 4th consecutive year the number 1 plate to the champ, the number 1 rider in the country, Jean-Sébastien Roy.
You know, one of the very first interviews you did this year, you said yourself, kind of like a bottle of wine. The more you age, the better you get. It seemed like, man, every race this year, you just got faster and faster and faster. Is this going to go on for the next couple of years? Are we going to see you around for like 5-10 years just kicking butt up here still?
I don't think I'll be winning moto at 40 years old here, but I want to come back here for another 2-3 years and maybe win 1 or 2 more championships. But I'm having fun, you know, taking the winter off. I think it's good for me. Did a bit of snowcross last winter. Did some ski, snowboard, a couple of things like that. That, you know, changed my mind a little bit. But for sure, motocross in the summer here, it's my goal, you know, to win a bit more championships.
That's a wrap. I want to thank all our promoters, all our sponsors, Mark Stolly Bros, Mark